What is up YouTube, Program Flopper? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about what the future could look like with the Chaos story now being connected to this new Dark Aether story. So if you guys do enjoy this video, I would appreciate you guys drop a like, subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new and do enjoy, and hit that bell to get notified every time we upload a video on the channel. Check out the description to a link to socials if you guys do want to stay up to date for when we go live or upload a video. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this video. So if you guys don't know already, in Black Ops 6 Zombies, it has been confirmed that the Chaos story is being linked to this new Dark Aether story somehow. And yes, I know they did mention the Sentinel artifact in Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies, but you know that only showed up for one map, and it was what used to defeat Cortifex or whatever. I'm pretty sure. You know, that was like nothing. They showed up and they mentioned, I think, the one guy's name, but then that was it. But here in Black Ops 6, it showed up, but we also got information on it, like where it's located, and that Rick Tuffin's trying to get his hands on it, and for reasons that we still don't know now. It's unknown reasons for us. So I feel like, you know, having this is more bigger confirmation that Chaos is being connected than when they had it in Vanguard. Yes, when you saw it in Vanguard, you're like, oh yes, little tease, you know, about, you know, what it was, but it, you know, here it kind of gives us a more boost confirmation that, you know, it is being linked to this new Dark Aether story. And if you guys don't know what the Sentinel artifact is or what it does, it was created by the mysterious group known as the Nine, and they, you know, got it to harness the power of Prima Materia. And when activated, the artifacts will begin a trial that will test the worthiness of an individual through battling the undead and other creatures. And once they activate the Sentinel artifact, the individual cannot leave the trial until it's completed, or they die inside the trial. And then yeah, they basically die forever. And each of the Sentinel artifact is based off of each of a specific god of mythology. Now, what could the future look like with the Chaos story now being connected to this new Dark Aether story? Well, for starters, we could see the return of all the BO4 boss zombies, because whenever, you know, someone would start a trial with the Sentinel artifact, everything in the area, you know, would turn them into the zombies and, you know, transform them, and everything like that. So in turn, you know, if say we go to this map and we use the Sentinel artifact, it could bring all the you know, those BO4 bosses that we got, those big ass creatures with those long legs and all that, everything that was spawned from the artifact could come back. We could see them as boss zombies back in this game, or maybe even a future game. We could even see them bring back the gods, like the god perk statues and even the god themes for maps. Like on 9, each area had like a god statue on top of the building. Because like I said, each of the artifacts represents one of the gods. So, you know, that could even tie in the Vanguard and their gods, as a Sentinel artifact was mentioned in that game as well. And in the Terminus cutscene, they also mentioned a man named Gabriel Kraft, who is in Vanguard Zombies as a protagonist. And now in that game, he's already old as hell. He's probably like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't even remember how old he was, but he's in this game when this game takes place in the 90s, but Vanguard take place in like the World War II. So this man shouldn't even be alive. So how this man is alive in itself and here is a mystery in itself. So like even that's crazy. And maybe that could even tie into like one of the Vanguard gods kept him alive or something like that. Like, you know, maybe that's why Rick Toffer wants it or something. Now we could even also see the return of the Nine Order. And I was thinking that they could be the French Syndicate mentioned at the end of the Terminus cutscene, but you know, I'm not really sure on that. We'll have to wait and see in the future for that. We could also even see the return of the BO4 Pack-a-Punch or even the box. Or they could even do a mixture. Say though they're going to want to bring the Pack-a-Punch from Black Ops 4, because you know that's a more different style than the one we have now, but they want to keep the regular BO6 type of style box. And you know, they could even do that for boss zombies, even mix them together, you know, Dark Aether stuff and Chaos stuff all kind of even mixed together. You could even see the return of the Chaos crew themselves, and that may even lead into us playing as them again in, you know, like a future game, or you maybe it leads into this game. Like, can you imagine the Chaos crew talking to Edward Richtofen from the Dark Aether slash, you know, even in the Aether story, or even, you know, him talking to Alistair Rhodes or even the Nine Order? Because, you know, we assume Richtofen, you know, still knows some stuff about the old story, you know, old memories and stuff. So he could even tell them about stories about their old story. But the craziest part would be the Chaos story wasn't even connected to this story at that time. So that even that, you know, him telling them each other that would be crazy. Now, I have this crazy theory for you guys that deals with time travel, because we know that Rick Hoffman is trying to make time travel possible again. We did find some intel. I found it, or I don't say I found, but I saw like it on Twitter somewhere. I'm about to go ahead and play it now.
Let this be my testimony. I put the blame squarely on Director Richtofen. He is obsessed with using Aetherium to disrupt space-time. That much I knew, but there was so much more I didn't. I assisted him with the containment sphere. Sam had become erratic, even defiant. Richtofen didn't give a shit. He just kept plowing forward. He was more than willing to risk what's happening now for whatever he was really after. I can't imagine what would motivate anyone to go this far. Considering what he's done, I hope he never gets it. Ollie, careful where you point her!
So we know that Richtofen is trying to make time travel possible again. So what he could be doing, like I said 3 months ago, is restart the multiverse. So, this theory. We know Richtofen is after the Sentinel artifact. For what? We still don't know. But if all the Chaos maps are canon to this new Dark Aether story, what Richtofen could be doing is he's going to use time travel to go back in time to collect all of the Sentinel artifacts that popped up in history. For example, the Titanic map and the Mansion map. But he would go collect them before they reach their respective maps. So we're not gonna, go get it when it's on the Titanic and just replay the Titanic map or the Mansion map. Doing it that way, where they do it, try to get it before it gets there. They could, if they want to make a map out of that, they could also, do that. But he would collect them and then he would take them back to the future to maybe use its power for something. But him going back in time to take the artifacts would cause the universe to fracture, which then would also lead into restarting the cycle, which would also could bring back Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man, and then it could also lead, like I said, then bring back the Chaos Crew, and then they could become the main playable character. And again, and just imagine the Chaos Crew interacting like with the Shadow Man, like Dr. Monty, like people from the old story. Now that was a crazy out of the mind theory, because realistically, if you think about it, I mean, it could be what he's doing, going back in time, when it restart the multiverse and restart the cycle and all that. That could, still be what he's doing, but then bringing back Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man, which I would like to see, like, because, since their story was, I think, ass in Black Ops 3, they should have did more with them. I would like to see him back, like, even do a twist, like, with Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man are tied back together as one, and they're back to one entity, back one boss, and even more powerful than ever, and, like, all the Apothicons are now transformed back to original form. Or even if they didn't want to bring the Shadow Man and Dr. Monty back, they could still, go through the multiverse type of style fracture if they wanted to. But I also have another much simpler theory that I want to go over. So, like I said, if everything from the BO4 Chaos story happened, they could have it that it happened in the past of the Dark Aether story. So, whenever those maps took place, like in the past, it would happen of the past in the Dark Aether. So now in the future, Richtofen would have found out about the Sentinel artifact through alchemy books or something. He wants the power for himself to use, and we would try and stop him. And that's how they would also bring back the Chaos Crew. The Chaos Crew, be the ones to stop, Richtofen, because they've been used to the Sentinel artifact before. Because the last time we saw him was that one map. I forgot what the map was called, but Scarlet got the sleep kiss from Medusa. And, Bruno and that one old guy would be mind controlled, and they found everyone covered in stone. They could have survived all this time period, just like crafted somehow from Vanguard. And that's how they set up them becoming the main crew again. And maybe they could have it, we run into Diego while we're going after the artifact, and then in this next map. And maybe Diego is trying to get it before Richtofen gets it. Because maybe he thinks, the artifact has some power they could use to wake up Scarlet from her sleep. Because, like I said, when you complete a trial, you get, future information or some type of information. So maybe he thinks that information can help him awake Scarlet up from her slumber. Now, to be honest, if they were to bring the Chaos Crew back, I don't think it would be this game. They'd probably stick with this crew for this whole game. They'd probably save it for the next game. Maybe if they do it, because we do know if you guys played MWZ, the Riker and crew somehow end up in, what is that, Urzikstan, wherever that is, in some basement, dead, hooked up with some Aetherium device. So maybe that even has some type of link to the Sentinel artifact here in this game. Maybe they get the Sentinel artifact at the end of this game, or maybe it's the last map, and they have to hook up into it to save Samantha or something. And it's kind of like, they kind of infuse it where they hook up to some Sentinel artifact, Dark Aether infused device. So it's the Sentinel artifact infused, kind of like with Dark Aether or something. But it's like miniaturized form because obviously we didn't see the Sentinel artifact there. But it's like some different other form, and maybe they're in a trial right now. That's why they're dead in NWZ. Maybe, you know, or maybe even their Dark Ether. They could have transported themselves into Dark Ether to do a trial. That could be the where it's at. Started the trial and it kind of like took their life form or whatever into the trial wherever it is, and they're completing that trial right now. But maybe they died in that trial and that's why they're dead, or maybe they're still dead because they're still in that trial. When they complete that trial, the life form will go back into the body and they'll re-wake up in that basement again, and that's the next game, or maybe that's the next WBC game or something like that. But that's also a theory that's kind of like kind of crazy out there as well. I kind of just thought of, well, I was kind of making this video as well. So before I end this video here, I'm recording this part here the day I was about to upload this video. Everything else I recorded yesterday, about to upload this video, but it has been leaked that the Primis crew might be returning as the main zombie crew in Call of Duty 2025. Several sources have revealed that Call of Duty Zombies original crew might be making a return in Call of Duty 2025. News comes from several sources who invited Call of 25 playtests and feedback sessions, where it was revealed that the original crew for Zombies are set to make the return. Dempsey, Tank, I don't know why it says like Tank, Dempsey, Takio, and Nikolai were all said to be featured as part of the feedback session, with one eagle-eyed zombies fan stating that the versions of the characters were not Ultimus and that the characters looked older than Primis. So we're not getting an Ultimus, we're getting a version of Primis, but they're going to be older than what they originally are. According to the main sources, the zombie storyline will revolve around a new enemy character who wants to absorb the Dark Aether essence of the original 4 characters and bring back the old multiverse. Oh, okay, so back to exactly what I'm saying. They're gonna be restarting back up the multiverse, restarting the cycle. And I was gonna put in the video originally about them bringing back the original crew, but I didn't put that part in there because I thought that was too far fetched. But when I saw this come out, I was like, okay, I can't upload this video yet. I have to put this in here because this even adds into my theory more. Like, what if say Richtofen's going to get the Sentinel artifact? Wants all the Sentinel artifacts power for himself, and he's not only working with him, he's also working with some other Dark Aether entity, and they want to get the Sentinel artifact to get its power, and then also get that, take also the 4 souls of the original characters, and boom, combine that whole shit together. Whatever they do, restart the multiverse. It has to be the old multiverse. So what that will be? Apothegons can come back. The Shadow Man can come back. Dr. Monty can come back. Everything I just said, like previously in my theory, could happen. Well, Dr. Monty coming back and all that. And then the Chaos story is also connected in this. So there'll be the Chaos crew. There will be the original 4 Primis characters. And then, like, say, Dr. Monty, the Shadow Man. But then, like, also, like, the Nine Order and all the Vanguard stuff. So, like, they're literally combining all the zombie story into one universe now. And they're gonna be how they had to do it right somehow, because like like I said, the end of the storyline in Black Ops 4, in my opinion, was a trash ending. I'm glad they're bringing them back if they do, them getting a good new ending. But since they killed them off, they have to do hopefully it's a good way explanation of how they end up coming back. Sources also corroborate that recent zombie leaks that also originated from such playtest feedback session. Sources said the main zombies map will be transit inspired, with some form of travel system to navigate around the map. One source who was part of such playtest has also revealed that there was a plan to have 6 total zombie maps throughout the life cycle of Call of Duty 25, but whether or not the game scope has changed is unclear. So we're going to have a transit-esque map as one of the main zombies map in Call of Duty 2025 if all this is real. All this has been happening over the past 12 months, and so it's certainly accurate, but never say never. So this, what he's saying, this is true, but also there's a little bit of grain of salt to take. So this is crazy. I literally was gonna put this in my video yesterday about them that if they restart the multiverse, they could also bring back the original characters. But then I was like, well, maybe they don't want to do that and stuff like that, so I didn't put it in there. But then this leak comes out the next day. And if this is true, the zombie storyline is just gonna go get better from here, because you got the chaos story in the crew. And you got the Dark Aether story, what's going on right now currently, and then you got the Primis characters if they come back, and then you got the Vanguard and that stuff going on, and then you just got like Richtofen and what he's doing, all that's going, like all that being combined together is just so crazy. So I can't wait. Hopefully, this is true because I would love to see the Primis characters come back again, and then all their original voice actors. Obviously, the guy who plays Takio wouldn't be able to come back, so they'd have to get someone else to do that or something. But even seeing, these characters on screen again, and hopefully they make the story good and actually good this time. And the ending when they ended it's actually something like, hey, we get a good great war map this time. At the restart the multiverse and the cycle restarts, the Great War has to happen again. So are we actually gonna be getting a Great War map this time? So I don't want to make this video any longer than it already is, because this at 4 minutes added on to what the 11 minutes already was. So let me know down in the comment section below you guys' thoughts on this right here. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go right to the outro. And there you go, guys. That's my crazy theory video for what the future Cut Zombies story could look like. I was, like I said, after I saw the Terminus cutscene, I was thinking about stuff, and I was thinking about, should I make a video kind of talk about all this, or should I not? So I just figured, you know what, I'm just go ahead and make a video, talk about all my crazy theories, and if something comes true, at least I could say, hey, at least I had kind of thought of that or predicted that or something like that. Or if it doesn't, hey, maybe it doesn't, then so what? But I kind of just wanted to make this video to maybe you guys also can maybe add to stuff that I said. If you guys did enjoy this video, I appreciate you. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and do enjoy. Hit that bell to get notified every time we upload a video on the channel. Check out the description to a link to Discord if you guys do want to part of the community, and a link to socials if you guys do want to stay up to date to when we go live or upload a video. And until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out.
Man, you know I gotta flex my fucking chain. I don't give a shit, little bitch. Yeah, I gotta do this shit. Always in the zone, even when I'm not alone. Let me pull up to your home. I don't need them digits. Man, I know my luck, especially on my limits. Tell me why you gotta be so curious. Rolling with my clique, always acting so delirious.